Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to MMAAP Talks Episode 7, Lighting Matters, Tips and Tricks for a Well-Lit Online Video Meeting. I'm Hannah, and I will be your host for this afternoon. So this webinar is brought to you by the Multimedia Arts Association of the Philippines, or MMAAP. MMAAP is the first ever professional organization in the Philippines for multimedia arts, and it hopes to represent, empower, and connect multimedia individuals all over the country. We still have a lot of incoming events and opportunities in store for both MMAAP members and non-members. In the near future, we will also be opening our doors to member registration for you to have access to exclusive perks, so watch out for that. For the updates, in the meantime, you can follow us in our social media channels with the username @MMAAPofficial. Now, this webinar is made possible and accessible by our partner, Digital GURO Tutorials. Digital GURO Tutorials is an online platform that offers free tutorials in Tagalog about photography, video or film, 3D, animation, multimedia, and technology. So for more information, follow Digital GURO on Facebook @Digital GURO Tutorials. Now, I won't keep you waiting for any longer. So for our episode today, our guest speaker is a commercial and editorial photographer based in Makati, Philippines. His love for photography started with a Lomo camera, and since getting his first real camera in 2008, he has not stopped shooting. After graduating De La Salle College of St. Benilde's AV photography program in 2013, he trained under his mentor, Raymond Isaac, that showed him the landscape of the industry. He enjoys working on a project from start to finish, allowing him to expand into production, creative direction, and as well as post-production. His personal style and interests easily translate to his visual identity as a photographer. He believes that photography should always be a balance of technology and the arts. Some of the clients he worked with are Rustans, SM, Department of Trade and Industry, Sept, Carolina Herrera, Harlan and Holden, Levi's Philippines, Mabuhay Magazine, Preview, Esquire, FHM, Northern and Southern Living, F&B Report, and Scout Magazine. Local brands like Renegade Folk, Pure Gold, Yabu, and he has also collaborated with agencies such as Ogilvy and Mather, Eon PR, Jigsaw Digital Solutions, and Giggle & Co. Studio. You may go to photomedestomas.com for more, or check out his social media sites, Medestomas. For our webinar today, you may leave your questions for RG at the Zoom chat boxes, and we will try to answer these after his talk. So now, please give a warm welcome to our speaker, Mr. RG Medestomas. RG?
All right, here we go. All right. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is safe and well during this pandemic. All right, so before I start, actually, marami nang nasabi about si Miss Hannah. So, all right, siguro let's start with my presentation. So, okay, sorry for that. There you go. All right, so before I start, I'd like to thank MMAAP for inviting me to share this couple of tips on how to level up your online video meetings. Thank you also kay Sir Brian, my prof in GSV, for inviting me. So, all right, how to level up your online video meetings. So why? Why do we need to level up, quote unquote, our online video meeting? So even though na dumagdag yung preparation natin for online video meetings compared to a physical one, the principles stay the same, no? So we have to put our best foot forward, of course, always. Sa mga first time natin mag-meet, we want to make a lasting good first impression. And of course, we want to show respect by making an effort. Kasi during preparation for online video meetings, usually nakakalimutan natin yung lighting natin. Usually, on lang natin yung lights ng room natin, and then we're done. We start with our meeting. So I'm here today to give you some tips on how to light yourself. So yeah, meetings. All right. So first, non-lighting tip, but of course, just as important. So before I give the first tip, who remembers this video?
Scandals happen all the time. The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean,
Oh, sorry. Oh, let me start over again.
Scandals happen all the time. The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me. Pardon me. My apologies.
What's this going to mean for the region?
My apologies. South Korea's
Alright.
policy choices on
Yeah,
North Korea have been severely limited.
We don't want that to happen. No? So siguro my first tip is to keep a
Scandals.
sign. So kahit maglagay lang tayo ng anything that would notify our housemates na we're in a meeting, they have to observe their noises. Hindi naman kailangan na whiteboard, pwedeng bond paper lang as long as malaki siya para makita ng mga tao sa bahay. Yeah. So, alright. For my second tip, choose a plain background, like what I have set up today. So white background lang siya. Why? Because it para lang walang distraction, and it puts the focus on you, no? Yan. Maraming dumadaan sa likod, ganyan. So pag plain background kasi white wall lang, safe ka dyan. Wala mang gugulo, and yung focus na sa'yo lang. Hindi lang plain na plain. So yun. Ito rin. Ayaw natin mangyari to, no? So kung nasa white background lang tayo, iwasan natin ito mangyari sa atin.
More power to you. Don't forget na merong Cesar Montano nagsusupport sa'yo. Si Buboy.
So yeah.
Love you, man.
Also, pag white background lang, hindi parang kumbaga na pa-private natin yung life natin, walang tumitingin sa likod kung anong gusto nilang tingnan. So, alright. So for my next tip, very self-explanatory. Proper etiquette siya, so might as well do it. Not only does it shows that you mean business, but it also helps you feel you're back in the office in a good way, of course. Kung pwede kang mag-perfume also para lang to make you feel good, do it. It helps you mentally. Please refrain from outfits that has big text. Ayaw natin mag-promote ng brands na hindi naman tayo binabayaran. Want to choose contrasting color to chosen backgrounds. Like right now with me, I have a white background, so I chose a darker color of clothing. So pag inverse naman, dark color yung background nyo, you wanna choose a lighter color outfit. Great. Okay. Oh, there you go. So ito, hindi naman siya mali, but be careful na lang, no? Alright, so double check on grooming. Lalo na pag bagong gising, no? Yung mga 9 a.m. na meetings, gising ka 8:30, wala ka ng time to groom. But please, put an effort on grooming. So I suggest na grab a tissue and then alisin mo lang yung mga oil mo dyan sa face. Fix your hair, of course. Check mo na rin yung teeth mo kung may mga tinga-tingak pa dyan. Sorry, yeah. There. Ayaw naman natin mangyari ito sa atin. Alright, so for my next step, ito yung favorite ko to i-share to everyone who's asking. So what you do is you get a couple of books, magazines, shoe boxes, kahit ano, basta stable na pwedeng patungan ng laptop natin. Basta ang goal is to put the camera of our computer to at eye level. So bakit? Bakit natin gustong gawin yan? So to make the long story short, no, naaalis na yung double chin natin pag looking down tayo. So if we chin up a bit, di ba? Kita nyo to, nahatak na yung skin ng neck natin. So nawawala yung double chin. Nakakapayat siya basically. Yeah. There. Yeah. Ayaw natin ganyan yung face natin. Most of the time, ganyan, di ba? So, put an effort to lift your computer up, cell phone, I don't know, whatnot. Alright, so for my next step is to step back a bit. So, don't get too close to the camera. So, kasi yung mga built-in cameras natin is equipped with wide-angle lenses. So, in short, pinapalaki niya yung mukha natin pag malapit tayo sa camera. So, a good rule of thumb is arm's length. So, there. So, you're good. Yeah. So, ganyan. Ganyan mangyayari pag masyadong malapit tayo sa camera. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. So, same as built-in cameras, hindi rin maganda yung built-in microphones ng computer natin and cell phone. So, external mics will make your audio a lot better instantly. So, pwedeng ganito, AirPods lang or yung kasama, yung may wire, okay lang din as long as malalapit mo yung microphone to your lips. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, ganito kami kanina before opening the meeting. Actually, kanina lang rin pala. Hindi ako marinig. All right. So for my next few tips, hindi na ako masyadong mag-dive in kasi it's very self-explanatory. So number one, test your internet connection. Like kanina, muntik na kaming mawala ng internet. So test your connection first. Have a backup plan. Mag-internet ka, on may internet ng phone mo, use LTE or whatnot. So yan, usong-uso to sa Pilipinas ngayon. Well, baka except for Liza, mabilis yung internet na. So, another one is learn and remember to mute the mic and turn off the camera when not needed. Kung nakikinig ka lang naman. So, might as well turn it off. Alright. Another one is before screen sharing, close yung mga tabs na hindi naman kailangan sa meeting. Like, I don't know, yung mga binabrowse mo kaninang websites or whatnot. So, alright. Lighting tips for data. So, ngayon medyo cloudy naman. So, hindi siya harsh lighting. So, we're good. Alright, for first tip is 45 degrees. So, basically, you just want to turn your computer 45 degrees away from your light source. So in this case, your window. So, bakit natin gustong gawin to, no? Because side lighting adds depth to your face, makes it more three-dimensional on screen. So, actually yung iba, pwede rin naman na frontal yung ilaw mo, but libre lang naman mag-experiment, so why not try it, no? I suggest that you do a 45-degree side light because number one, does not blind you. Kasi, di ba, syempre, pag maaraw sa labas, napapasquint ka pa ganyan. So, side light na lang para bukas na bukas yung mata natin. And then, lastly, hindi ka na-distract sa nangyayari sa labas, no? Dumaan si crush or si Mang Tataho, hindi ka na lang tumingin doon. Alright. Yeah, there. So, same. Just stack nyo yung mga books, magazines, and then just turn up there. Right. small movement but big difference. Yeah. So my next step is you diffuse your light source. So why do we want to diffuse our light? The goal is to have a soft flattering light. So by doing so, it makes your skin more flawless and mukha lang siyang fresh, basically. Yeah. So how do we diffuse, no? So gamitin mo lang yung sheer curtains nyo kung meron kayo. Kung wala, close nyo lang yung window. The dirtier, the better, for sure. Basta di-diffuse yung light. Yeah. Kung malinis yung window nyo, simple solution is to step back a bit, as long as walang tumatama na direct light sa face nyo. No harsh na shadows. Alright, so ito, again, self-explanatory. Everyone knows this. Never go against the light. So, kasi chances are you will come out as a silhouette. So all webcams are in automatic mode now. So meaning your camera dictates what is the correct exposure. So if the camera records a huge area as overexposed, lahat yan, i-darken na lahat yan para mag-compensate for the lighter area. So kasama na yung mukha mo doon. So we don't want this to happen to us. Yeah. Naging whistleblower ka pa. Alright, so ito, to a more complicated setup. So panggabi, no? So ito, medyo level up na talaga to. So ano ibig sabihin nun? Lighting using an external light source, no? So it can either be like this one, I'm using an LED or a ring light or mamaya explain ko kung ano yung mga pwede natin gamitin. So I suggest that we don't rely solely sa room lighting natin, especially pag pin light. Kasi pag pin light, basically para siyang spotlight, which is not good for portraits or basically for skin ng tao kasi harsh yung shadows. So yun. So bakit natin gustong magdagdag na naman ng ilaw, dagdag gastos? So again, going back sa main reason natin on why we want to level up our online video meetings. Kasi we want to show that we want to put an effort to it, no? We want to show respect by making effort nga, and then we want to make a good impression. So I suggest that you invest in a good light. So, but for this talk, to make it simple, one light setup lang tayo right now. Yeah, hopefully ma-invite ulit ako next time to discuss 2-3 light setup with gels, perfect for mga streamers, no? Alright. Okay. There we go. So ako, hindi lang siya kita now, but this is the one I am using right now. It's the Nanlite 460. So it's around 14,000 pesos. So medyo mahal siya. I got it from MQ Lighting here in Makati. So bakit ko siya pinili? Kasi very small, as you can see. And sobrang lakas niya. And pwede kong gamitin yung mga softbox ng photography equipment ko with this light. Yeah. So yun, medyo on the expensive side siya. It's okay. For more budget-friendly option, ito, generic ring light. So ito, madali lang to hanapin. You can find this anywhere sa mga Tiangge, sa Green Hills, or actually Shopee, Lazada. Madaming options. For the mid-range option, so this is the Photix Noada S3. It's around, yung Photix Noada line is ranges from 6,000 to 12,000 pesos also. So punta lang kayo Shopee or Lazada, Juan Gadgets. You can find look for them. And then there, ang daming options. Hindi ko pa siya nagamit, but based on review, it's sulit naman siya and it does the job. Right. Okay, so kunyari na encourage ko na kayong bumili, no, and to invest. So ano ba yung hanapin nating specs or features to buy na ilaw? So I suggest that it's yung power niya adjustable. Kailangan adjustable kasi hindi natin masasabi kung ano yung dinalabas ng camera natin. Again, kasi nga automatic. So want to adjust. So again, kung meron ka ng light and hindi naman siya adjustable, you can always adjust manually. You push or pull it closer to you. So manual. Okay. All right. Another specification to check is it has to be bicolor. So what do I mean by bicolor? So basically napapalitan mo lang yung color ng light niya. So ito warm, very warm, and then blue. So bakit natin kailangan ng iba-ibang color na light? Kasi we want to match the color of our ambient light. So kunyari sa room nyo medyo warm yung lighting nyo, you wanna use the warm color of the ring light. So bakit natin gusto i-match? Kasi pag yung warm lighting yung sa room nyo and then gumamit kayo ng blue light, magbumukha siyang parang inilawan, doesn't look natural. So you want to match the color. So para mas ayos siya. Right. Okay. So kung wala naman kayong budget and this is what you have right now, okay lang din. Basta you follow my next steps, no? Okay lang yan. Mga itong Pixar light or mga Xiaomi desk lamp. So that's okay. Alright. So first step that you want to do with your light, you want to diffuse it again. So again, you want to make a soft lighting. So para saan, you want to of course look flawless, no, and looking fresh. So with me, with my Forza, I use an umbrella, diffuse umbrella. Then for people with ring lights, gamit ka lang ng tracing paper, no, or parchment paper there. So punit ka lang ng big enough para matakpan niya yung ring light mo. Yeah. So for sure, tracing paper or parchment paper. Ganun yung effect na very soft lang siya. Hindi mahirap paghanap ng parchment paper ngayon kasi I bet someone in your house is now baking. Yeah, very soft lang siya. Right. So ito, 45 degrees. So parang kanina lang, ganun pa rin siya, 45 degrees side lighting. But this time, you add another direction. So lift mo lang yung ilaw mo and then you point it down there. So 45 degrees. So I don't know if everyone can see me now. But let's do an exercise, no? So what you want to do is pretend na ihahug mo yung screen ng computer mo there, right? And then you want to lift it up a bit. Yep. So kung nasaan nakapoint yung kamay mo, dapat yun direction ng light mo, right? So 45, another 45. And then there. So kung iniisip nyo kung saang side nyo ilalagay yung ilaw nyo, a good rule of thumb is you look at the mirror, no, mamaya or now, and then you find your smaller eye. Usually kasi hindi pantay talaga yung eye natin. There's one eye na mas maliit And then, kung saan yung maliit na eye nyo na yun, that's where you want to put your light. Yeah. So, for me, ito yung eye ko. So, sakto nandito yung ilaw ko. Yeah. Right? Next. Yeah. So, okay pa kayo guys. Malapit na ako matapos. Last 2, I think. Last 3. Yeah. So, okay. So, if ever wala kayong tracing paper, wala kayong parchment paper, hindi nyo ma-diffuse yung light. No? So, this is what you do. No? You bounce it. You bounce it off a wall back to you. Or, in my case, ceiling. It creates a bigger light source and it makes the light softer. Pero ingat lang kasi kunyari color blue yung wall nyo and then dun yung binounce yung light nyo, magkaka-cast ng color back to you. So magkaka-blue cast yung face mo. So yeah, this works best on white walls. So yeah, yun yung effect niya. Huh? Very soft talaga siya. Okay, so finishing touches na, no? Right now, as you can see, I'm using this one. It's called a reflector. Excuse me. So why do we want to use a reflector? So basically, it reflects the light back to your face to lessen the unwanted shadows, or in this case, talaga your eye bags. See, nababawasan yung darkness ng eyes mo. So ito, 120 pesos lang to in a national bookstore. So what you want to do is buy a illustration board and then a aluminum foil, aluminum roll from those Japanese 88 peso store. And then paste na lang. So you have the silver and then you have the white one. And use it like this. So pwede rin to for TikTok, for Instagram, and then for other things. Okay. So yeah. As you will see here na yung effect ng reflector. There we go. Diba nag-brighten yung eyes niya. Oh, there you go. All right. So, before I go to my last step, I want to recap that. Do a recap. So yun. So number 1, you wanna put a sign sa door natin, and then you wanna choose a plain background, wear appropriate clothing, double check yung grooming natin, kung maayos pa ba yung hair natin. You wanna lift yung camera, yung laptop natin, or whatever yung phone. You wanna step back a bit, you wanna use a microphone. Test natin yung internet connection natin. We should learn how to mute, turn off the camera, close the tabs. Never against the light, of course. Sorry. Yun, close natin yung mga tabs na hindi naman kailangan. Never against the light, sorry. And then, kung okay na yung light, yung power ng light natin, yung color ng light natin, naka-diffuse na, naka-45 degrees na, or naka-bounce, and then may reflector na tayo. So, ano ba yung last tip ko? Ito, kung 50% lang yung nagawa nyo, or 0, none at all, wala kayong nagawa, it's okay. You can use this tip always. So, what you wanna do is, ito. Wala na. Yan na lang magagawa natin. Let's smile. Oops. So yeah, smile. All right, thank you.